Bullshot to our Scoil Carmel movie. We hope you enjoy it. Action!
La 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 la, la la. Oh, oh, oh. La 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 la, la la. If every day is just a dream, then who would I wanna be? Today I think I'll be the queen, flying through a time machine. Oh, my, discover what's deep inside. Oh, my, loving everything I find. La 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 la, la la. Oh, oh, oh. La 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 la, la la. If I woke up in a sky of blue, wondered what I ought to do. Every second there's something so brand new, so happy I'm breaking through. Oh, my, discover what's deep inside. Oh, my, so wonderful being me. La 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 la, la la. Oh, oh, oh. La 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 la, la la. Oh, my.
I love the books. I love learning letters and numbers. My favourite thing is playing on the yard. My favourite thing is story time. I like painting pictures.
My favourite thing about Scoil Carmel is the yard football pitch in the yard.
What is it like being principal of Scoil Carmel, and will you tell us some of the jobs you have to do?
Well, as you know, Scoil Carmel is a very, very busy place. We have 447 children, and we've got lots and lots of teachers and lots of SNAs, so I have to make sure that everybody is doing their work, everyone is working well in their class, everyone is safe in school, and that all the children from junior infants, we have 4 classes of junior infants up to 2nd class, which is the class you're in, are all working away happily, and that things are moving along every day. Okay? Well, I suppose all of our favourite things in Scoil Carmel have to be the fabulous children we have here. We see them coming in junior infants, and they learn so much before they move on to Scoil Trasa. So we have great children in Scoil Carmel. We also have fabulous teachers, and we have a great staff here. We have lovely parents, and it's just a very, very nice place to work in.
What is your favourite thing about working in Scoil Carmel?
Well, I love being part of the history of the school, and my dad came to this school and my great uncles came to this school, and it's nice to think that I'm still here even after I went to the school, and I'm back again teaching.
Exactly the same. I came to this school as well. My brother and sister came here. It's kind of nice to come back and teach where you went to school, and some of the teachers that that taught us are still teaching in the school today. So it's kind of nice to kind of see them and work with them, and yeah.
I loved that we didn't wear uniforms when I came here.
You didn't have to wear a uniform.
Yeah, that was really nice every day, getting up and putting on your tracksuit or whatever you wanted to wear.
And Joe Veronica's office, boys and girls, up there they used to sell crisps up there. So we used to go to school and buy crisps, and used to sell some pencils and copy books, and I'm not sure what else they sold. And Mr. Caulfield used to come around sometimes. He'd come out to the yard. He was the principal of the school, like Miss Martin, and come out and play games with us and everything. So
and
yeah.
give us crisps.
And give us crisps, yeah. You ever started, come in and sing a song, give you crisps. So yeah, that's probably my favourite memory, Mr. Caulfield, the principal, and the crisps in the office, yeah.
When you used to be a past pupil, do you notice any of the changes?
Yes, I am a past pupil, and I was here a very long time ago, and some of the building wasn't here when I was here. We used to have classrooms in prefabs out where the car park is now, and we didn't have any kind of whiteboards or all the equipment that you have. We didn't have very much of that when I was here. Well, I actually spent 8 years in Scoil Carmel. I started in junior infants and finished in 6th class. We went all the way up in the one school.
My favorite thing about Scoil Carmel is doing art.
My favorite thing about Scoil Carmel is doing painting.
My favorite thing doing Scoil Carmel is doing art.
My favorite thing in Scoil Carmel is doing art.
My favorite thing about Scoil Carmel is the books.
My favorite thing about Scoil Carmel is being.
My favorite thing about Scoil Carmel is doing art. My favorite thing is in school to do sticking and pasting.
Well, I'd like to begin by saying the very first day I arrived here, wasn't formally interviewed. I sent my CV to Father Kelly in Bornabrina, and I got the job basically based on my CV. So I arrived here in September, early morning. I'd asked people where was Furhouse, and nobody around Dublin could tell me. They said they never heard of it. So I arrived out here on a 49 bus, not too sure of where I was going. So I arrived here 8:15 in the morning, and school didn't open that time till 9:30. So there was only a very small part of the school here in front, just the main building that we're celebrating this year. 4 huge prefabs in the yard where all the cars are parked now. There was no need for a big car park that time because there was only 3 cars in the car park. The rest was like a big meadow. So when I arrived here on the 1st of September, I got the smell of new mown hay, and it was like I was in the middle of the countryside, because that's exactly what it looked like then. No housing estates, a forge almost opposite the school gate, very traditional, farmers, children of farmers and different people from Bornabrina, Glenasmole and Friarstown. The rest of the children came on the bus, 49 bus, both from Tala and from Timplow, Graffarm, Ballyrone and all off Butterfield Avenue. Most of the teachers came in the 49 because nobody had cars either. And when we arrived here, let's say we had 10 teachers and a principal. You had no cleaners, you had no secretary, you had no learning, you had no, let's say, caretaker, you had no learning, you had no resource teachers, learning support teacher, anything. And I had 48 pupils in my class, and of every varying degrees, and there was a mixed class, boys, girls, but they were all fantastic. And you didn't have hardly any equipment, because number 1, there was no money for it, and number 2, if you had the money, there was no space for it. Because when you put 48 pupils into the smallest classroom in the school, and put a sink in the classroom, a desk in as well, there was no room or space for anything. Well, I always felt that the Furhouse parish and Bornabrina parish, which was originally, was always a lovely area to work in. And I'd say of 36 years here, I was always extremely happy. Never got up any morning dreading coming to school. There was always a marvellous work ethos in the school, which is absolutely great for any teacher. Very often as well, when teachers came here, they never left. They always were very happy here. People, I think, were teachers that I've always met throughout the years here in school, were always very interested in their students and in their progress, and we were very proud of our school. So I always felt that, it was great. We got a chance. I taught, let's say, came here first, I taught 3rd and 4th class, then I went down to infants. Then we had, let's say, always loved the joy of doing First Communion, going across the church, and all the memories we have around the school, different photographs, everything else. And I'd say in all those years, since 1973, I've hardly ever missed a staff night out. I'm still going to them, and we had maybe 1 or 2 staff, and I've never missed any of them. And I always think we always had a great camaraderie in the school. It was really good, and I think it speaks for itself when people come here, feel happy, respect their school, and they don't leave. And you do that for a reason, because in all other schools, people spend 6 months when they hear of a job someplace else to go. but that's not our record here in school. I think that speaks for itself.
Well, the benefits to being an active school are endless. We could start with the staff. We're a very active staff and we get great fun, great activity. Recently we have had our active tracksuit top. Neve organised that for us and it's been a great success. For the children, the benefits are also endless. Firstly, they get a lot of enjoyment out of it. They love their PE. Do a survey, ask them their favourite subject and you're more than likely to hear that they love PE. They get extra PE time, so that's a bonus for them. But they also have become very aware of how worthwhile it is to be active. They see an improvement in their performance and they also, we relate it very much to our healthy eating policies. So they see the benefit of the two working hand in hand and they're involved in a lot of after-school activities too, and they're very competitive and they get great enjoyment out of it. Well, that's a really difficult question to answer because there are so many things I enjoy about Scoil Carmel. I really don't know where to start. I suppose mostly I get a fabulous satisfaction from working with the kids, even when they call me Mrs. Lemon. Overall, I suppose it's just the whole team spirit, the fabulous energy and encouragement that you feel throughout the school. It's just a real pleasure to work here. So we've covered the staff and the children, and the parents are fantastic. We have a fantastic support in our parent group. So it's really good times all around working here in Scoil Carmel.
Scoil Carmel is a great school.
When you're on the Green School Committee, you have to try and think of ways to get people to start walking.
When you're in the school committee, you have to not waste electricity and don't waste much paper. You can write on the other side of the paper, and you don't keep the heat on too long.
In the Green School Committee, you have to turn off all the electricities, close the doors to keep the heat in, turn off your whiteboards, and you have to try walk to school.
Started in about the year 2000 when we had a growing number of children from all different parts of the world with English as a second language. So now in the school we have children from all parts, all different nationalities. We have children from Asia, we have Indian children, and we have Chinese children, children from the Philippines, and we have children from lots of different European countries, Yeah, Lithuania, Estonia, Bulgaria, Moldova, Poland, and we've children from South America as well.
Well, having children from other countries all over the world has been a very rewarding and enriching experience for us here in Scoil Carmel. We've been learning about other countries and their cultures, and it's been very interesting for us all here.
Learning about maths and sums and everything. I like playing in PE. I like playing football. My favourite thing about being in Scoil Carmel is PE. I like playing the soccer and football and doing the exercise. My favourite thing is when I'm playing with my friends in the yard. All the teachers are very nice in Scoil Carmel. My favourite thing to do in Scoil Carmel is going to play the AstroTurf, because you get to play football and football is cool and fun. What's your favourite thing? I like the way we do golden time and art in school because it's nice to have a bit of fun. Do you know why you like the AstroTurf best? Because football is kind of cool and it's kind of fun to play sports in your school.
Is spun Scoil Póisreach í Scoil Carmel. Fáilmíonn na páistí an Gaeilge i slí nádartha agus taitneamhach, trí cluichí, sprí agus súgrú. Cabhraíonn filiocht agus aránaíocht an Gaeilge a Dteanga Dúchais a fiocadh suas gan inanis dóibh féin.
Liskadar, look, Rihanna, sit and clock. Liskadar, look, Liskadar, look. Hey, dog, look it spell. Hey, dog, look it spell. Tree, hammer, roll the ladder. Tree, hammer, roll the ladder. Coo it, shake, cool on tank. Coo it, shake, cool on tank. Shot, up, shot, me, dad, peace that, peace that, me, dad, peace that, peace that. Roly poly, silver, silver, silver. Roly poly, she is. Roly poly, mock, mock, mock. Roly poly, talk, talk, talk.
Comáine sin bhí lá glas an sa scoil freisin, agus bhí ar na páistí a chuidéad glasa a chaireadh ar scoil ar ná sin. Déanamid iirecht bliain le bliain dul corcan cinn leis an Gaeilge i rith seachtain na Gaeilge.
Organised for the likes of the Christmas fair, which the money that we raised from the Christmas fair was donated to this beautiful book nook. We organised a lot of things for the school.
We basically have to organise the calendar for the year, the various events and stuff that need to be done to fundraise that we do annually each year, and then, as Elaine said, our new venture in the last 2 years was our Christmas fair, which has been a huge success. It's probably been the book nook here, probably our biggest
one that
venture to date that we
Yeah.
physically participated and painted in. But there was a great team of parents here last year that helped to do this. A lot who've now moved on up to Scoil Carmel. And we have a lot of new parents now that are kind of stepping up this year and hopefully will take over next year. I think it's great really because it brings a lot of extra stuff into the school for the kids that maybe wouldn't be there otherwise because funding is so short, especially in the current climate.
Oh my gosh, so many. I can't even name them all. First, I suppose I've made wonderful friendships with the SNAs and the teachers in the school. And sometimes we have very nice social nights out. I absolutely adore the kids. I love my job. I love doing art projects. What else can I name? It's just a very nice place to work.
My name's Darren. My favourite memory is when the first day of school came.
My name is Rachel and my favourite memory is having Miss Kilboy as a teacher. She's really nice.
Hi, my name is Menzies and my favourite memory is in second class when we had our school tour.
Hi, my name is Owen. My favourite memory in Scoil Carmel was my communion.
Hi, my name is Michael. My favourite memory of being in Scoil Carmel is when we had the farewell party in second class and some people from Giltrasta came down.
Hi, my name is Lauren and my favourite memory is when I was in Miss Lee's class and I won the story writing competition and I got my picture in the paper.
I felt really happy and excited because I didn't know I was going to be the winner out of all those people, and I just felt really excited to win it.
Well, I'm Miss Nugent and I just started here in January with junior infants. It's been great. It's a big year for me as it's my dip as well as my dip year, and I'm very lucky to have gotten this school. This school has such a support network in the school. I couldn't have asked to have come to a better school. And I also arrived in a very exciting year, the year of the 60th. And even as it is, the school is still making history in 2014 with Ken McKee just winning Duty for Google. And do you want to say anything?
Yes, I'm new to Scoil Carmel as well. I arrived here in September, and in fact I recall very well my first day coming in, walking down along the long corridor outside here with Veronica, who's the school secretary, and we were talking about shoes. And I think we all know the importance of having good footwear, or comfortable footwear in primary school, because we're on our feet all day. And yes, I have to say that I was met with, so I suppose on that note one could say I was eased into Scoil Carmel from the ground up. But I was also met with great warmth here in the school, and that was obvious through the ambience of the place. Like walking down around the corridor that day, I can recall just glancing along the walls and seeing all the photographs that go back over the years, which would indicate to me that the pupils, both past and present, are very much cherished here at Scoil Carmel. And there's a lovely, lovely working atmosphere. I have to say my SNA colleagues are great, they're fun, they're very supportive, and I suppose, to use an old adage, no man is an island, or a woman in this case, and people are always there to help and support, and I have received that help and offer of support from all my SNA colleagues, and I find the teaching staff are extremely helpful and warm and welcoming as well. It's a joy to work here.
My job on Scoil Carmel is first thing in the morning is to open the gates early and make sure the school is warm in the winter and that the heating is off in the summer. And I also clean the place, empty all the bags, waste paper, make sure everything is tidy when I come in so that the teachers can teach peacefully. My favourite thing about working in Scoil Carmel is meeting all the children coming in the morning to look at their happy faces and see how happy they are coming to school. I'm busy doing nothing the whole day through. I'm tired trying to find lots of things not to do. I'm busy going nowhere, waiting to have some fun. I'd like to be unhappy, but I just haven't got the time.
I started on St. Valentine's Day, 1955, and I worked here for 39 years. Oh, a lot of changes. When I came here, there were only 4 classrooms out the front. All the front was on grass, except 2 paths, a path in this way and a path in that way. And the grass, we didn't have lawnmowers in my time, so I bought a scythe, like the farmers have, and I cut the grass myself from time to time. And then we got 2 rooms put onto each end of that, the old school, and then we got a lot of prefabs. And then I had to go down to the old convent school down the road here, and I taught there for 4 or 5 years, I forget how long, maybe 6 or 7 years, but I don't remember how long.
Describe Fir House and the surroundings when you first started teaching.
Oh, it was so different. So different. The road outside there in front of the school was only about half as wide as it is now. And the far side of the road, there seemed to be kind of like a hill, because the rest was fields, where all your Woodlawn Park and all those places were fields, and there were big black cattle in the fields. And I remember them looking over the fence from time to time with yellow tags on their ears. And when I came to Fir House first, I had a Vespa scooter. And I remember the first day I left the scooter out on the footpath. It was quite safe there. There was no, it was just a little country school. And there was a house across the road there. It's knocked down now. On the way into there, that was Kenny's house. There was, I think, an old forge up there near the laneway up. And up there was a house called Timon House. Or they used to say, they pronounce it here Timon. That was Timon Lane. And I lived up in the north side at the time, and came down to Terranure. I knew Fir House was out the south side. Came down to Terranure on my bike. Anybody know her? You know, I just spoke to people in shops. Nobody hadn't a glimmer. Even the name of Fir House they didn't know. And somebody said, maybe if you go to Timpalogue. And Timpalogue was only a little village, there were you know, those houses out there. From Timpalogue College on, there were no houses on the right at all. He came to the village. And they said, it's out somewhere in the mountains. And look for Delaney's pub. So I inquired for Delaney's pub, and eventually I arrived at the school. That was on a Sunday. But all I can remember of the school is happiness. It was always a nice school. Always a very nice school, and tremendous parents. They were all, and we tried to keep the school as happy, but happiest time. I was always happy here. I came for a few years and I stayed for 37.